Welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. This is rather a somber video because I've just booked myself a ticket to Ben Island and it has a return date. It's not forever, but I feel like it's the right time. For those of you that are new to my channel or don't watch a lot of luxury videos or potentially have never heard of Ben Island is a place that we voluntarily put ourselves when we feel like we've been indulging just a little bit too much or a little bit too regularly. And I have had a pretty fabulous year in my luxury shopping experience so far, and it wasn't planned. I think I was pretty macabre in my wish list video that I put out in January. I will link that video here, but I think I famously said I'm not really keen on Fendi, I'm not really keen on Dior. Oh, didn't they make me eat my words? I don't have any regrets about what I have bought this year, but I don't want to either, and so I am going to put a temporary ban on buying anything luxury and designer for a period of a couple of months. So I'm going to try and get through July and August, and then I'm going to review, but I'm going to try and do all of September as well, where I don't buy anything luxury. So that doesn't mean that I can't buy clothes and bits and pieces as long as they're not luxury pieces. What is luxury to me? Luxury to me is what you see behind me. It's the Fendi Chanels, it's the Louis Vuittons, it's the Valentinos, it's the Gucci, it's all the things that you and I know as luxury. I have been buying shoes. I've got a few things coming. There's things I haven't showed you, so I still will reveal those. And no, I'm not cheating. They're right here, so I can tell you now. There's something from Louis Vuitton. There's something from Jimmy Choo. There's something from Bulgari. What else do I have to tell you about? Is there anything from Fendi? I don't know, but there's at least 3 things that I've bought that I haven't told you about. It doesn't include makeup and skincare. I really just want to consolidate my purchases and really start to play with what I have bought and really start to use it, because I have bought a lot. And that's the problem with being a seasonal lover, is that I don't have a list of classics on my wish list. And you know this. So when things pop up, and not everything on the catwalk gets made, and then there are pieces you don't see on the catwalk that pop up and bite you. And I've got a couple of videos coming up where I share with you what's coming from Fendi, and honestly, we don't stand a chance. And so I have to put my foot down and be like, no, nada. So that, I just did a video, I just filmed a video, I'm not sure which order I'm going to release these, where I do 7 different ways of styling my Fendi blazer, another piece that I purchased this year. And, that's a piece that I want to keep playing with. I've got all these beautiful shoes, and yes, I've been buying out of my season because it's currently winter where I live, but all of the spring summer releases from the northern hemisphere are totally relevant to me, because of where I live in a subtropical climate. It's probably 3/4 of my year is the spring summer season, and so it makes sense that I would be buying into the northern hemisphere spring summer collections probably a lot more than I do the rest of the year. The challenge is, keeping a lid on what happens during the rest of the year. what else did I want to mention to you? So I have been chatting with Amelia Rose about this, and I was a little bit late to suggest that we collab on this video. I thought it would have made a great Zoom conversation for us to kind of talk through our reasoning and why, you know, we were considering going to Ban Island. I think one of the things that people, you know, can tend to probably judge on is like, oh my God, you know, people doing all of these unboxings, do they ever enjoy their items? And I guess people buy for different reasons, right? Like, I think compared to the next normal person, I do a lot of unboxings, but compared to a lot of YouTubers, I don't. And I'm not YouTubing for income. I mean, if I was trying to live off $500 a month, like... yeah, there would be no luxury. I can make money working in my regular job a lot easier than what I can from YouTube. So some people buy because they buy for content for YouTube, and okay, that's fine. But be pretty clear about the fact that you are buying for content. And a lot of people are buying online to buy for content because it's easier to return if you make online purchases. My approach is not that. So I'm only telling you these different approaches because I just want to be authentic around why I buy things. And I think you know, because you see me styling them and using them on Instagram. It's not like here's a photo of me with a bag and then it's left my collection and it's been returned or it's been sold. I don't do that. Also, you've got your collectors. So like my good friend Meredith, who's just joined YouTube, and she's done a heap of unboxings because she is an avid collector. Now, if she possibly could wear all of the bags that she had, like, it would be a miracle. I think she's got a bag for every day for like 2 years. I'm sure of it. And so again, like, it's a different approach. So I feel like there's a bit of judgment that comes from people who are unboxing. And I wanted to just clarify that me going to Ban Island is not about any judgment or any guilt per se. It's just about putting a cap on it, because if you saw some of the bags in my thumbnail, you could very quickly add up what I've spent this year. Let me just go through a summary for you. Chanel heart bag, Fendi First in raffia, Fendi First in mink, Christian Dior wicker bag, Gucci small bamboo handle bag. That's just some of what I've bought this year. You can see it just poking out here, the Fendi multicolour baguette, right? So I'm just saying, I've had a great year. It's time to slow down. It's time to focus on perhaps planning a holiday instead of crazily researching. Of course, I'm still going to be looking. Of course, I'm still going to be commentating on these bags. But instead of spending, I'm just going to admire from afar. And I feel like the tag video that I did recently, where I talked about the 5 luxury bags, actually I've got that bag coming too, the 5 luxury bags that I am currently obsessed with, kind of helped prepare me for the fact that you can admire things and really, really find things beautiful, and of course want to add them to your collection, but you don't have to add everything. And for me, I think just taking this little break is going to be really important for kind of resetting my bag buying appetite, if you could call it that. And I think it'll be refreshing. And I wonder, you know, how I'll go with it. I'm going to share that journey with you all because, you know, I think there's always things that we can pick up and learn. And I'm learning a lot from this styling course that I'm doing at the moment. And I think that's another thing that's really kind of encouraged me to look at my bag collection really as part of my wardrobe, which I've always said it's not really a collection because there's nothing in common except me. But now that my wardrobe has been detoxed, and if you haven't seen that video, I will link that one above as well, if I've already done it. If not, it's coming. But my wardrobe detox taught me a lot about what I gravitate toward. There's nothing here now that doesn't fit me, that I don't love, that's not in good repair. and that just changes the whole way that you look at getting dressed. And I see my bags and my shoes as a big part of that. So yeah, lots of great things, lots of great opportunities as a result of just pressing pause on bringing new pieces in. To be honest, it can get pretty stressful just constantly being on the lookout. I'm going to see whether or not I change some things on my Instagram feed to kind of reduce the amount of spam that gets sent my way. But another part of me is like, well, why would you change reality? Because it's always going to be there. It's just like, not eating chips for 3 weeks and then eating chips and eating twice as many as you should have done, right? Maybe I will just binge after this ban if I remove all of the reality of the situation. So, ban island. We're going to start with 2 months. We might extend it to the end of September. It's definitely going to be over for, the back end of the year, because the birthday happens at the back end of the year. And also, all things going well, my Fendi Made to Order should be ready at the back end of the year. So it would be silly to be on Ban Island if that meant that I couldn't go and pick up my Made to Order, wouldn't it? So yeah, just a little short chit-chat video about my trip to Ban Island. Amelia's going to be there too. Anyone else want to come with us? Let me know in the comments down below if you're ready to take a trip. You can bring your bags, absolutely. We just can't shop, right? That's the rule. So let me know if you're going to come along and why in the comments below. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. We talk about lots of fun things here. Put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. So I'll see you in my next one. Bye.